with stocks and investments and shares. He can simply walk up to a bank and tell them he wants to build a new rocket or anything. They will give him the money. He doesn't have them in cash. They will give him the money because his shares, he can get those shares and sell them and then give it. But he's solving a bigger problem than all of us combined. Problem of electric cars, right? Tesla. The very first day I was in that car, we were going to a meeting which was sponsored by the Department of State. All those cars, you know them now. If person drive for Lamborghini, come carry for boat, you go tell the person say na mistake. Right? So that was something similar. One very, I still have the video in my phone. I had to take permission to record that video. But then again, since it was my first time, subsequently I already got used to it, that it was normal for folks to come pick you up with their Tesla and things like that. So yeah, Elon Musk, you can think of Teslas. And back then, he was telling people that it was possible to build a rocket that can be reusable. Not like reusable sanitary pads or something. I think there's reusable sanitary pads, right? Pads you could wash and reuse. There is, you don't just know. He was saying it's very possible to have a reusable rocket, but people didn't believe it because normally if you shoot that thing, it goes to space, it's never coming back the same way. But he's done a lot of trials and errors, and now we're having those kind of things coming up. Tesla. So it's solving like really, really big problems. If you have a lot of money right now, you should just know that you have access to a value that a lot of people need and they are willing to pay money in exchange for that value. It will be a problem you are helping them to solve. If you have a lot of money and you are an employee, it means you are working for a company that is doing a lot of work, providing a lot of value. So that's just it. Mr. Sam, are you here?
Yes, David. Good evening.
Okay, so I'll allow you to speak from here.
Okay.
Of course, I want to stop this recording and start again when you come in. Let me quickly show them something on Microsoft Excel. Please open your Excel and go to do you see this thing called get data? Check it. To call out Power Query Editor. Are we ready? So go to your data tab or data menu. Go to your data tab or data menu. So save your.
Why did you copy and paste in the section?
Okay, let me just continue. I'm getting feedback, but let me just continue. So yeah, so select from all columns, and this one is what select from specific columns Then we introduce the conditional statement or condition, where clause. We introduce the where clause, right? And after the where clause, we introduced okay, I think that was where we stopped. Then we did class work. Okay, greater than equals to less than. Okay, we did that. And I'll use the and function and or function. Okay, so let me just do all for you. So, assuming I have something like this, and I use all. So all means that all is telling you that either of the two, right? Where's answer? Where's my hand? Okay, all is either. Okay, we've done all already. Okay, fine. I thought we've not done all. So let me go to another one. Let's go to the next one. Number 5, number 6. So number 6 should be let me go to order by. Yeah, let me use the order by first. So now in Excel you have something called sort. What is sort used for? Does anybody know? What is sort used for? S-O-R-T. Sort. What is sort used for in Excel?
Arrangement from an ascending order to
Anyone?
Arrangement.
S-O-R-T. I can't hear you. You are muted.
Arrangement from an ascending order to a descending order, or from a descending order to an ascending order.
Oh, perfect. You've actually done justice to what sort is all about. Right, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. So, yeah, sort means arrangement. Either you do ascending order or you do descending order. Either you do from A to Z, or you do from large to small, small to large, 1 to 100. Anyhow you want to do it, right? So yeah, same thing in PostgreSQL. Let's say you want to order something. So let's go to payments. Yeah, let's go to payments. So let me see what is in payments table. Let me see what we have in payments. Oh, okay. So what we have here, okay, payment ID. Okay, we won't use payments. Let's use customer actually. Okay, so let's use customer. Okay, good. So this is a good example. Let's say your boss asks you to arrange. I want to see the kindly arrange our customer name alphabetical order in alphabetical order. We want to do a raffle draw, right? Let's say we want to do a raffle draw. So he asks you to compile the list of your customers. So now, what should I do to this sentence? Can anybody remind me? What should I do to this sentence? You are muted.
think you put it in the comments. You make it
commenting. Thank you, Vivian. Yeah. So because this is not the code, this is just comments. So I have to either I do line comments or I do multi-line, right? In assembly, like I against Bishop. So once you've done that, then you can export it to Excel and share it with us, right? This is the list of all our names, all our customers in our assembly order. Then you share with your boss. Is that clear now?
No.
Hello, is it clear?
It's clear, sir.
Partially.
Okay, so let me add one more thing before I give you the first password. Let me add one more thing. I want to add something called limit. So limit is to filter, right? Top end. Okay, so limit is just like top end, bottom end, something like that. If I say maybe top 5 or top 20 or top 30, something like that. Right? That's what limit is. That is what limit is used for. So limit is. So let's use limits now. I want you to compile the top 5 customers in alphabetical order. Top 5 customers. So I'll come here. I'll say kindly compile the names of. Names of our top 5 customers in alphabetical order. Anyway, this is wrong actually. Because top 5, I need to specify that. Are you using revenue? Are you using? So the next one I'll do with the revenue anyway. So top 5 customers, alphabetical order, right? Only 5. So what will I do? I will still run this same query. Select first name, last name from customer, order by first name. I've arranged it, but it's telling me that you only want to see just 5. Because my boss just wants to see 5 names, I will not add an extra syntax called limit. Right? Limit 5. But because it said top 5. Right? So I'll run this. And you can see that I have just 5 names. So limit is just for you to get top 5, top end, bottom end, something like that. Right? So you can see that I've arranged the names in alphabetical order, but I want to limit it to just 5 names. Right? I want to limit it to just 5 names. So what will I do? I just add what? Limit 5. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let me add arithmetic, all these what do they call it now? Aggregate functions. Okay. So let me call it aggregate functions. So what are aggregate functions? Who can tell me what aggregate functions are?
Is it summation?
Another one.
Addition?
Is some not addition? Is it different?
Minus.
Average.
What other thing?
Mean.
What other thing?
Mode.
Linear.
Is median an aggregate function?
Okay. Minimum.
Okay, well, you continue now.
Maximum.
Minimum.
Maximum.
Okay, what other thing? Is that all?
Is it what we record or what it is? Just tell us what it is.
What did you say?
So it's not what we say or what it is. Just give us the actual. Let's move forward.
I did not get you. Are you saying percentage?
No.
There is one major one. There is one major one that you missed, and I even want to put it in front. I don't know why you missed that. And it's major, which is what? The count.
Count or multiplication.
Right. Count is a major aggregate function, actually. So you should not miss that. So let's run them. Let's run them. Let's run them one by one. The question says, what is the total revenue for the year? Are you with me? What is the total revenue for the year? Who can solve this? Who can solve this? What is the total revenue for the year? Okay, so when you are hearing of revenue, which table do you think will house your revenue? Which table out of these 15 tables should house your revenue? Which table? Anybody?
Payment. Payment.
Yeah, payments. That's where money is coming from. Your money is entering payments. So let's see what we have in payments table. Yeah, so this is amounts. So amounts is the revenue. So if I tell you, if I want to ask what's the total revenue for the year, if this is an Excel worksheet, what will you do? How will you get the total revenue? If this is an Excel sheet.
You sum it up.
Highlight sum, then you highlight the range. Then you get to
Okay, so I write some and I like it. But yeah, I'll do something different. Right? Let me just put it somewhere. Okay, so what is the total revenue for the year? I'll just write select. Right? As usual, don't always forget to write. These two things are very important. Right? Select and from. From which table itself? From payments. So let's add our payments. So what are we selecting? That actually is amounts we want to select. Because we want to know the total revenue. But we cannot just select amounts. We need to do what? We need to sum it. Right? So I'm going to put sum in front. And something like this. Select some amount from payment. Before I move on, what are aggregate functions? Aggregate functions are functions that return one value. Aggregate functions are functions that return a single value. It aggregates a lot of values and return a single value. And an example is the word sum. Right? So now, I want to know the total revenue for the year. What we are in. I'll just go select some amount from payment and I'm going to do what? Run this. Bam. And you see what is here? $61,000. Right? $61,312. Are we good?
yes, sir.
Okay. The next question says, how many transactions were done in the year? How many transactions were done in the year? So who will answer this? How many transactions? Which function do you think we use?
Count.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll do this. I'll do this from payments. So I want to count all the entities. Because if you look at payments, let's run this. Okay, so you have payment ID here, right? Payment ID. So, and it's a PK. PK means it's a primary key, right? So that means there cannot be duplicates, right? So I'll do what? Select what? Counts of payment ID. So I can use counts of what? Payment ID. Because payment ID is the primary key. I'll just do this. From where? From payments. Okay. So let's do this. So we have 14,000 transactions, right? 14,596 transactions, right? So if I ask, what was the highest payment received? So what's that highest payment received? So what function is that?
Mode.
What function is that?
Mode.
Highest payment.
Mode.
Mode what?
Mode
Mode.
function.
Are you? What is mode?
Max.
Yes, it's a max. It's a max. So select max amount. So usually the aggregate functions are always in brackets, right? They're always in brackets. So from payment. So I'll do this. I'll run it. Yeah. So the highest payment received is what? 11.99. Right. So what's the lowest payment received?
Minimum.
Definitely it should be. So the minimum should definitely be minus or 0. So select mean amount
From payment.
from payment. Can you see that it's just simple? We are writing English language. So you get this 0 there, the minimum payment. So we have some customer that did not even pay at all, and they collected movies from our store. They did not pay. Maybe they will pay later, maybe, or they did not pay. There is something that I want you to know. So all of that you can practice on your own. Count, average, mean. The mean is also average, so I have to remove mean. Because mean is not, mean and average are the same. Average, mode, median, mean, max. Yeah. So average, mode, median, you can practice it. What's the average payment received? Is okay, let me just do that for you. It's AVG. So when you are doing average is what? AVG. So average is AVG, not average in full. So you just do AVG, right? So you run it, and it will be $4 is the average you receive. So I think that mode is mode, median is median, right? So let me teach you something else, which is count extent. This is 8. And this is 9. So 9 will be what? Count the extent. So what do you think count the extent is used for? Who can tell me? What is the difference between count and count the extent? Hello? Hello? Nobody. So what's the meaning of distinct? If you say something is distinct, what's the meaning?
Something that is reoccurring.
Distinct is what?
Different, specific.
Unique values that are not common. Different.
Okay, if I want to know the number of ratings we have in this movie, count. Some people will say I should do what? Select, count, rating. Right? From film. As I said, aggregate function will give you this. But select count rating, we count all the movies you have here. Because if you see as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you just continue counting, right? It will give you the total number of movies you still have, because it counts every movie. So it's giving you 1,000, right? And if you also do select count movie, it should also give you 1,000 actually. So yeah, I see. So that means it's counting all the entities, right? It's counting all the entities. So you have 1,000 entities. You want to count the number of ratings, it's also giving you 1,000. But if I want to know the number of specific ratings, right? I need to put distance somewhere. Is it count distance? Is it something like this? Or distance counts? Let me see. I think it's distance count. Okay, yeah, so, oh, no, very wrong. Very wrong. So let me put distance here. So I think, yeah, count distance rating, yeah. Yeah, 5, good, good. Okay, so let me teach you count distance and distance together. If I want to see the distance rating that we have, you can see that we have those select distance rating from film. You see that we have just 5 actually. So selecting 5 distance rating from film is telling us that the only rating that we have in all our movies is either our movie is NC-17, B, is PG, is PG-13, or R. So if I now want to count, that's why I'm putting counts outside there, and that's why it will always give me 5, right? But if I say, instead of putting distance rating, if I remove the distance, it will write all the ratings for me. Select ratings take column from, look at this, now I'm just select rating from film, right? Give me all the ratings. NC-17, IR, PG-13, PG, so there will be duplicates. But distance is to remove duplicates. So that's why I'm adding a distance here. Select distance rating from film, right? That's why I have S17, we have just 5. And if you count it, it will give you 5, right? And these are the 5 it is counting. It's counting only the distance ratings. Is it clear? Ask me questions, don't ask your colleague over there. That's why I'm here. Ask me questions. Is anybody asking questions? Okay, so let me give you a question. So if I say, how many distance ratings do we have in our score? So now if they ask you that, how many distance ratings do we have? You know, there are different types of ratings for movies. PG-13, PG, RG, SS. So they want to know the count. How many? When you hear how many, it's talking about count. How many distance ratings do we have? So when you hear the word how many, you need to use the count syntax. Distance is also a syntax. If you want to know the distance rating, you do this. Distance rating. If you want to know the distance payment, now what are the distance payments received by our client? The distance. What are the distance payments received from our customers? Right? What will I do? I'll go to payments because this thing. So I'll do what? Select distinct amounts from where? From payment. Which amount from payment? So that's the solution to that question. So once I run this, boom. Yeah, so this is it. So it's either our customer pay 1.99, 10.99, right? If I now want to know the different types, how many distinct payments? That is showing 19 here, right? This is 19. It ends at 19, 3.99, right? It's either they pay 1.99 or they pay 10.9 or they pay this or they pay this. These are the distinct amounts you see. If I now want to count it, it should give me 19. So if I put count here, and I told you that count, aggregate function, anything you're using aggregate function must be in what? In bracket. So I'm going to bracket this and run this. It should give me 19. Can you see 19 here in my counts, right? The distinct payments received from our customers. Count. Do you understand now? Do you understand now?
No, sir.
Hello?
Sir,
Do you understand now?
just repeat the last one, sir.
Which last one? Which last one?
This select count distinct amount. Just the explanation for that one.
Okay, let me just say it in English language. English language. Okay. English language. My boss told me that he wants to know the number of. Okay, I told my boss, let me use the first example. I told my boss that we have different type of ratings. And he now asked me, what are the ratings that we have, right? What are the different ratings that we have? So he asked me, what are the different movie ratings that we have? So if he's asking me this question, what are the different rating movies that we have? What we are on? I will not select distinct rating from few. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Maybe he's not asking you that, don't list it for me, just tell me how many. The MD wants to know how many. How many? Once you get how many, you don't have to put an aggregate function, and this time is count. When you are hearing how many, it's count. So once you add count to this same thing, it becomes up like this. But I said aggregate function, whenever you are using aggregate function, you must jacket it in bracket. So once you learn this, how many, don't be listing it for me, just tell me the total number. How many? Count it. Once you click run, count, it will give you 5. Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, class one.
So, please, I have a question.
What is your question?
What's your question?
What is your question?
Okay. Please, what is the use of limit 5 as condition in this thing you are doing?
I think you are there and she's asking this question. What's your question now?
What is the use of condition and limit?
What's the use of condition?
What is the use of
Condition and limit.
what?
There is limit.
Condition.
Yes, there is limit.
And it puts,
condition.
there is no syntax called condition. Hope you know.
When we started, there is select.
I did not give you any syntax called some condition. The only syntax that is looking like a condition is the where clause.
Yes,
Where clause is
table.
okay.
Where condition.
Yes, now when they ask you to do specific, when they're asking you for specific things, right? Specific things, count it. Okay, so let me use where for you now. Let me use something that has where for you. Okay, and you use the word count and where. How many movies? So not class work yet. So let me use it now. How many movies are rated PG-13? So who can solve this? How many movies are rated PG-13? Who can solve this? Okay, so let me do this. Let me do this. They asked me that how many movies are rated PG-13. Let me first see what is in that movie, in that film. So let me just select off films. See what is inside there. So they asked me that how many movies are what? PG-13. How many movies are PG-13? So I go to where we have each ratings. Okay, so they now want us to be counting it one by one, right? This is PG-13 1, PG-13 2, PG-13 3, right? So because I cannot be counting it one by one, I want to know how many movies that PG-13 are rated PG-13. What will I do? I'll come here to say what? Select. Let me put from first. From where? From film. Yeah. So select. What am I selecting? They said how many movies. So that means how many of it counts. What am I counting? I'm counting movies. So let me just say all. So because everything, all the entries are movies. So let me just say all. Right. Then I count all from film. If I do this, it will give me the total number of movies actually. The total number of movies we have is 1,000. We have 1,000 movies. But that's not what I want. I don't want all the movies. I only want movies that are what? Rated PG-13. PG-13 is a what? Condition. And whenever there is a condition, what will I use? I will use which clause? Where there is a condition, clause will I use? Where clause. So they've asked me that I should count all the movies that are PG-13. PG-13 is a condition which must be met. The condition is the movie must what? The PG-13. Condition must be met. So what will I do? I'll come here to write what? Where what? Where rating equals to what? PG-13 in quotes because it's the text. Do you get this? Do you get this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so once I know this, it will give me all, right? 200 out of the 1,000, 223 movies are what? PG-13. Can you see this? So you can combine 15 syntaxes together just to get one answer. So I'm combining counts and where now because there is what? A condition which must be met. So if a condition is to be met, you have to use what? The where clause. Have I answered your question? Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir. But there's a question.
Okay, another one.
Yes, sir.
Ask.
Please, sir, on limits, what if one were asked to maybe select the last 5 performing customers, like the worst 5 performing customers, how do we execute that?
Okay, good. I've not even gotten there. So I don't know. You people want me to go to group by. So that is group by. So you people want me to go to group by now. Actually, we are not yet. I wanted to give you a class before we leave.
Yes, yes. Wait, sir, please can we follow it gradually? I think hitting here now may push us further where we are not yet supposed to be.
Okay, so let's do a class work.
Yeah,
Let's do a class work before we get to group by, please.
Biocoding.
Okay, so the class work now. Class work is what have we done? We've done this thing. The first class work is I'm coming home. I want to just see what we are doing.
You want to accept it, Abi?
For the first question,